Have a look, ladies and gentlemen. We have another good bodybuilding show just this weekend. The 2024 California Pro. What a good show. We just seen the New York Pro, and that one was out of sight, out of sight, man. It's a good show. This one, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Competition might even be better than the New York. It's not going to be quite to the, we're not going to see Nick Walker here. You're not going to see Martin Fitzwater here. But have a look, peruse this list. It is a good one, guys. And before I begin, which I will go through all of these competitors, everybody gets a mention. Not going to leave anybody out here. Before I begin, I would like to thank each and every one of you guys. You know, I am almost to, or we, I should say, never mind me, we are almost to 50,000 subscribers. Like 800 subscribers away. So if 400 of you two dudes subscribe to me, I'd be at 50,000. We'll have to do some sort of live Q&A or some, just whatever, what have you. But anyway, I timestamped this. Let us go through all of the competitors list, or through all of these guys, one by one, beginning with Eddie Bracamontes, baby please. 2022 Texas Pro, in my opinion, or in my estimation, from what I gather, was the last time he competed. He got 10th. It was actually a pretty thick lineup at that Texas. If you'll remember, I like Eddie Bracamontes. I like his physique. Like it just fine. Competitor number 2, Tim Butasheim. He got himself a decent little placing. At the New York, he got 7th. Could have got a better placing. It was a tight lineup though, guys, if you'll remember. Really like Tim Butasheim. He consistently brings the condition. I really hope he gets a fair shake at the Cali. Competitor number 3, a favorite, I am sure, of most of your guys' is heading into this Cali Pro. Tony O'Burton. And if you remember last year, he did excellent at the New York, but he didn't do as good at the Cali. Hopefully this doesn't happen again. Tonio. Competitor number 4, Nathan Dandridge. Good old Nathan Dandridge. He competed last year at the Cali. He got 9th. Rafael Del Real. As you can see, this guy also competed last year. Couldn't get a back shot. Rafael didn't have his back out. Huh. Something to hide, Rafael? Maybe. He got 12th. So look for Nathan to probably best him again, from what I can tell. Competitor number 6, Toto Young. I think that's Toto Zhong. I think it's a silent D. Lots of muscle on this guy. Lots of muscle. Got 7th at the Tampa? What size of him? Oh, it's because he's 212. Not very tall. So he's former 212. He got 7th at that Tampa last year. Competitor number 7, Dorian Haywood. Wow, shing, wow. Guy got 13th at the New York. He's going through some, his coach, he passed away on him. So we don't like to, dwell on situations like that. But let's give him some leeway. I think we should. For Dorian Haywood. Wow, chick, wow. And actually, if you remember, Rocky 3, Rocky couldn't beat Mr. T after Mickey died. But then after a little while, he came back stronger than he's ever been. Good news for Dorian Haywood. Competitor number 8, or in Canada, Les Wheat. Wheat is 8 in Canada? What's 9? Oatmeal? Wow. This is Paul Hidson. Hard to pronounce those last names. Mine's Hodgson. Almost the same, but it's different. It's different, but the same. Everybody mispronounces what I'm saying, Paul, so I hear where you're coming from. Paul competed at the Legion in 2023, placing 7th. 7th, when I see you. Oh, here is Brady King. Wow, take a look at Brady King. Look at the upper body on this guy. Impressive. Color me impressed. Brady got 5th at the Tampa. Keep an eye out for this guy. Josef Vitin, Favorite of mine, and I'm sure a favorite of yours too. He didn't quite nail it at the New York. He got 11th. I think maybe he was injured, something of that nature. But either which way, let's hope for a higher placing than 11th at the Cali for Josef. Competitor number 11, Yang Min Lee. He competed at the Toronto last year. Good solid performance. He got 7th, so he should be on people's radar. And if he's not, you should toss him up on your radar. Why not? Let us go over to the other side. Competitor number 12. I like this guy. I've liked this guy for a while. Pablo Lopez, Horse MD look-alike. No? Well, maybe not. But I do know he's good. He's good. He placed 4th at last year's Big Man. Wasn't the Mr. Big, it was the Big Man. And here he is at the Europa. Shortly after that, maybe a thicker lineup, he got 6th. So watch out for this guy. Competitor number Lucky 13. This is Ann, and I know it's a tough last name. I just call him Ann Win. I call him Ann Win. I think it's easier and probably more correct. He competed way back at the Legion in 2022. Was that the last time we seen this guy? Seriously, boys? Thought we seen him since. He got 10th at that Legion. I like Ann Win. I hope Ann Win wins. Competitor number 14, Amir Omerajak. I heard somebody just really nail it. Might have been Sanchi boy. I think he nailed it one day. Amir, he's a young Buckingham Palaces baby please. He got 9th at the New York. 9th, is that it? Heavy lineup at New York, guys. I'm telling you. Competitor number 15, Joseph Palacios. He can see ghosts. Just got his pro card 2023, Bay of Pigs. So the Bay of Pigs? Wasn't that a battle? Competitor number 16, Samuel Pierce. 2019 Arnold Classic Australia. Way back in 2019. This guy looks good. If he's been stewing good enough, this guy could win this show. Pretty impressed with Samuel Pierce. Competitor number 17, Pierce. I just had to say that. Milan Sadik, I could go either way with this guy. He could place higher or lower in this pack. He got 15th at the New York. 15th. Maybe not the best placing, but who knows where this guy could travel. Competitor number 18, Ray Short. Ray Short, man, this is the big one. He competed at the Orlando. He got 8th at the Orlando. Decent placing. You know, you got lots of muscle there, Ray. It's a big show for him. This is like the Olympia for him. So if you're at the show, give Ray an extra little cheer. Come on, just bust out and cheers for this guy. You can do it, Ray. You can do it. Get in that pack. Do it, man. Competitor number 19, Stew. Stuart Sutherland. Beef stew. Chicken stew? I think not. He ain't chicken. He's there to... Well, he could be eating chicken. I don't know what he eats. But either way, he got 4th at the New York Pro. 4th. That's a good placing. Very good. Look for him to get a higher placing here at the Cali. Brent Swanson. He competed at last year's New York. Not this year's. Background looks the same. He got 9th. They say when you see him in real life, his hair is so white you can't even see it. They say it's as white as a sheet. Last but most certainly not least, I'm sure on a lot of your guys' that's a tough one. Radar, Christian Wolski. He superseded a lot of people's expectations at that New York Pro. He got 5th. 5th. He defeated Quint Beastwood. Nobody. You guys would have got mad at me if I had predicted that. And I didn't. So that's your competitors list. That's the end of the video? Of course not. I will now give my top 6 predictions. I broke it up into a couple different groups here, with these 3 gentlemen being places 6th through 4th. Or, as I like to call it, your second call out. Because the way bodybuilding usually works, and I say usually because anything can happen, but usually there's your first and second call out. And chances are the guy that wins in this call out will never really be seriously compared with the first call out guys. So the guy that I have winning this one, here's the placings. No anticipation. I have Tim Budasheim. So it'll be a moral victory for this guy. I don't like to call him fourth place. I like to call him the winner of the second call out. Or fourth place. And Amir Amerajek, he gets fifth place in this one. And my predictions, guys. I'm not saying. Just saying. And Pablo Lopez. I like this guy. He's fantastic. As you can see from the side chest development, he could easily beat Tim and Amir. I think Tim will get them both on the back. Thickness, condition will be, man, Tim's condition, so is Amir. Let's hope that Pablo brings the condition. But like I said, guys, anything can happen. I used to wrestle for years and years, and doesn't matter what you do to prep. You have no idea how you're going to feel until you step into the ring, or in these guys' case, onto the stage. You don't know how you're going to feel until that happens. But I think that these guys have a good chance, maybe even getting in the first call out. But it is a pretty thick call out. This is the first call out, and a very thick call out indeed. We have Christian Wolski, Tonio Burton, and Stuart Sutherland, otherwise known as Beef Stew. And don't worry about the sizing. This is actually just the sizing of the pictures themselves. So get that out of your mind. Get that out of your mind. I think big Christian, he's a big dude. He's all the way a big dude. Antonio, he's very crisp. And Stuart, he's there too, guys. But at the end of the day, these are just predictions. And to keep things interesting, I have the placings as follows. I have Tonio Burton winning this one. And instead of just following the placings at the New York Pro, I got Christian Wolski in second. And Stuart in third. And I'm not saying that Stuart deserved to lose to Christian at the New York. That's not what I'm saying at all. I just like to, like I said, keep things interesting. Keep things interesting. And you never know the way it's going to, like I said, as soon as they step on stage, some of them are feeling great. Hey, Stuart could win this one. Stuart could win this one. Tonio, I think he's got a good chance. Christian, nobody's seen him coming. I watched all the prediction videos. I watched all the YouTube channels, things of that nature. Nobody said that this guy was going to get into there. And he did. He got in there. He got in there. And now people will be predicting him, like myself. See? Will that hurt him or will that help him? Sometimes it's good to be under the radar. Like a Rolly Winkler, he would do the best when they weren't even talking about him. But the second they were going to say, oh, Rolly's going to win the Olympia title this year, he didn't do good. So Christian, don't be like that. Just live up to the hype. Maybe even win this one. But that's my top three, guys. Predictions are predictions. They are very fun for us bodybuilding fans. And I feel very fortunate to be able to put them out on the air for you guys to listen to. So I appreciate every 48.2 thousand of you guys. So like I said, 400 more of you two dudes. 50 grand, halfway to the 100,000 subscriber mark. Have a great one, guys.